My name is Josh with Stars and Strikes, and today I'm going to be reading Captain Underpants, The Big Bad Battle of the Bionic Booger Boy, Part 1. So, as you can see in the beginning, it starts off right here. It's got a comic that goes on, but then I'm going to skip over that and start on to Chapter 1. This is George Beard and Harold Hutchins. George is the kid on the left with the tie and the flat top, and Harold is on the one on the right with a t-shirt and a bad haircut. Remember that now. George and Harold's grades in school were much like the whales in the ocean. They barely rose above sea level. Melvin Sneedley, however, he's the kid down there with the glasses and the bow tie. He always got straight A's. Because Melvin was so academically gifted, people just assumed he was a lot smarter than George and Harold, but that wasn't true. You see, George and Harold were every bit as smart as straight A students, but in a little bit different way. In a way that couldn't be measured by quizzes or worksheets. Maybe George and Harold couldn't spell very well, or remember their multiplication tables. Perhaps their grammar weren't no good neither. But when it came to saving the entire planet from the nasty forces of unrelenting evil, there was nobody better than George Beard and Harold Hutchins. It's a good thing that George and Harold were smart enough to get themselves out of trouble, because it was their silliness that always got them into trouble. In fact, one time it got them into a real snotty situation. Before I can tell you that story, I have to tell you this story. And that's where we're going to leave off. If you want to figure out what happens in that story, you have to read Captain Underpants and the Big Bad Battle of the Bionic Booger Boy. It's the 6th novel in this series, and quite honestly, it was probably one of my favorites growing up. It's an 850 Lexile score. I highly recommend it. You guys should totally give it a read.